Hello everyone, in new video. Today we are discussing keypad. Okay, so keypad is nothing but 4x4 total 16 pin is there here, you can see, and we are interfacing with LCD. This is my LCD and this is my keypad. Okay, so here what happened, whenever I am press switch, wait a sec. Okay, I start. First time any switch I press, it is printing like keypad matrix. After that, this is first one, so it's printing first like 1 2 3 like that. So this is 5, it's printing here 5 like that. This is our requirement. Okay, so for that I already write here code, but for you guys again I am creating new folder. Again I am writing code. Okay, and I will explain all things. So kpm with LCD, fine. Here kpm LCD. Okay, and the same 2124. Okay, fine. Now I'm creating main file. Okay, now for keypad actually what is required, we discussed that all things. Okay, you can see here in circuit, suppose I press this switch. Okay, so this and this line, you can see pin port 1.20 here. This is port 1.20, this one, and port 0.16 is connected. Like if I press this, both is matched here, my circuit is completed. Okay, like that 17 is connected to 21. You can see here, this is 20, this is 21, right? This 21, you can see here, this one is connected. Okay, like that connection is there. Now suppose when we talking about one switch here, if current flow, how current flow is, suppose here it is already 1 and this side is 0, so this current is flow from 1 to 0 like that. Now we have 1 2 3 and A, 4 5 6 B, 7 8 9 C, and star 0 has D. This is our actually keypad matrix. Okay, so what we are doing is, we don't know when switch is pressed or not. Suppose active low switch is there, means whenever we press a switch, like that ground is connected, this is connected with ground and this is connected to port pin, that means it is active high. Suppose I am switching this press key, this ground is going there. Okay, so we get here 0 like that. In all keypad matrix, whenever we press this key, suppose here we need to require 0, that 0 is going to here, like that we need to create. Okay, so in keypad matrix we require some functions, and first function we can say column scan. This function is checking which switch is pressed or not, that's it. Now row check. Row check means suppose this is row 0, this is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3, like that. And column means this is column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3. So suppose any switch is pressed which switch, which row and which column, that we need to check. So for that, row check and column check is there. That's it. And in its kpm, our daily initialization process. Okay, so first I am creating this function, right? Wait a minute. Now in main, this is main, I am creating here function return type is void and arguments also void. Fine. Now here, this is row 0, this is row 1, row 2, row 3, like that, and this is column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3, like that. So here what we are doing is, all column means port 20, 21, 22, 23, this all column we give as a 1, means this all is 1 word terminal, and this remaining is 0. We need to change if suppose both is 1, then we don't know switch press or not, so that's why we give alternative. This is 1 and this one is 0, so when switch is pressed, current go from 1 to 0, like that. So for that, nibble means 4 pins, 1 byte means 8 pins. Okay, so for write nibble, IO directory is 0, and here where, from where I need to write and what I need to write. Okay, fine, this is called write nibble. After that, again write nibble, IO directory is 0, IO set 0, column 0, 0x f only, and by mistake I give here ff. 4 means 1111 means f, single f we require. So now we create this, define this macro first. This is word, this is a bit position, and this is my data. You can say nibble also, but it is very long name. So first, same things we are doing here, word and weight, one's complement of whatever we have data here, suppose 15 and bit position. So here we are just clearing that. Okay, after clear we need to write, so or with this one, and this all things we assign to this word. Fine. So or with this data is going at bit position. That's it. This is for write nibble. Okay, now we require read nibble also, so I am creating that read nibble, word comma bit position, here word shifting at bit position, and end with 15 because of 4 pins. Okay, so 1111 means f means 15. Okay, fine, this is for read nibble. Now init kpm is done. After init kpm, we simply create this call scan. Call scan means same, void, return type is void, and formal arguments is also, function argument is also void. We're not returning anything here. Okay, now column scan. In while loop we need to check read nibble, column means any switch is pressed or not, we need to check. Okay, suppose total we are checking this column. Suppose if I press this switch, okay, so this one, this port pin number 20, you can see here red color, that 20 is going ground, means this is 0. Suppose I press this one, so this is 0, like that. In this 1, 2, 3 and 4, if any switch is pressed, then this 4, any one it should be 0. So we are checking this all. column 0, and we not mention here what is row 0 column 0. So for that also, row 0 at my port 1.16 here, so 16 simply port 1.60, fine. And this all things I am doing copy paste here, row 1, row 2, row 3, fine. So this is 90, 70, sorry, 80 and 70. Okay, and this is row 1, 2, 3, fine. Now column is starting for 20 and is going up to 23. This is 1, 2 and 3, like that, 21, 22, 23. I hope you can understand these things. Okay, and it was very easy, too much hard what you are thinking. Okay, so now my init kpm is inputting here. And yesterday, I think a previous video, we write you can say LCD drivers, right? So right now I'm not explaining again LCD. I'm simply copy that all code, and that's it. Okay, I think we create LCD driver, right? And in okay, this all things like macros and all things, I'm simply just copy paste here because I already discussed in previous video. Okay, if you want, then you can check again. You can see here, this is port 1 and this is port 0, and what we are doing here is port 0, but actually it is port 1. So all things I need to convert port 1. Okay, after that, wait, I will copy these all things first, except main. Okay, so this is done. Now this init LCD I'm calling here. After that, initialization is done. So I do one thing, I am calling here column scan, right? So up to this we are doing. So I will cross compile, we get error because I not add this file. Okay, so it is added. Now we check, only one warning is there. So I just create only column scan, right? So whenever this suppose all is 1, no switch is pressed, means all is 1 means 15. If 15 means 1, so is continuous waiting here only. Whenever switch is pressed, anyone is 0, so it is 0, like that. So after column scan we initialize LCD, means whenever I press any switch, after that only my initialization LCD done. So at that time only it is blinking. Okay, so now I am uploading code here. Oh wait, I will not put file not created. Okay, again I need to compile and check. We need to select files, kpm with LCD. This is my hex file. Okay, so if I start here, it is not blinking. Whenever I press any switch, at that time it is blinking. Okay, so at least we know like any switch is pressed. Which switch is we are not checking right now. See, okay, so that is done. Now we write column scan and row check and column check. Okay, after that our requirement is done. Okay, kpm is very easy as compared to what we can say LCD. Fine. See, so first I write column check. It is definitely unsigned char or integer, anything you can write. Means it is returning which column is placed, like that. Okay, so we using here I. In for loop, total how many pin is there? Column, 4 column. Okay, see, I 0 0 1 2 3, total 4 column is there, right? This one, this you can see here, this is 0 1 2 and 3. Now for column check, suppose I press this one, means this 0 is coming here, means this is also 0, port number 20. So whenever we which column is pressed, at that only it is 0. Suppose this one is pressed, means this only 0, remaining all is 1. So we need to check particular column pin. I open 0, column 0 plus I. If this is equal to 0, we need to write here if condition. If this column 0 plus first time is 0, then we simply break. See here, I will define read bit. In read bit, word and bit position is there. Here this word right shift, bit position time and bit 1. Simple. I hope you understand this. Read one is easy one. Okay, so now first time is checking column 0 plus I, means I value is 0, so it's checking only 1, first one, column 0. If it is 0, suppose I place this one, means it is 0, then is break. That means column 0 some switch is pressed. We don't know which row, but we know column here using these operations. Okay, I hope you understand this, how column check is work. Fine. After break, we return just I value. Sorry. That's it. This is what we are doing in column check. Now for row check also we require unsigned character. Here we returning something which column is, which row is pressed. Correct? Okay, here same thing is required, so I simply copy paste, I not write all things. Now here what we are doing is write nibble, I open 0, sorry 1, all things we need to mention here 1, because we are using port 1.16 1.23 like that. After that row 0, I need to write some data here. First complement of 1, left shift I times. Fine. I will explain what I am doing here, for no problem for that. After writing, I am checking nibble. Oh sorry, read nibble, I open 0, column 0. From here to here, if it is not equal to 15, then break. Fine. So I will explain what is happening here actually. See, write nibble, okay, pin 1 to row 0, means from row 0, 4 pin, row 0, row 1, row 2, row 3. I need to write some data. Row 0, row 1, row 2 and row 3. This 4 is row. We have this 4 row. 0, this is 1, 2, sorry, this is 3, and this one is 2, like that. Okay, so we have total 4 what you can say row and 4 column, like that. So this is row. Now if my row is 1, sorry, this is 0, remaining all I am writing here 1. Okay, see this 1 left shift I is first time 0, so this is 1, and 1's complement of 1 means this is 0 and all remaining is 1, like that. So first I am creating here 0 and remaining all is 1. If suppose row 1 is 1, you can see here, suppose I press this one, okay, and when I press this one is coming here, so this is 0 and column, this column also 0, fine. But right now I am writing here 1 when I am checking this row or this row, like that. So in this row, suppose I press this switch, at that time this column should be 0 definitely. Suppose I press this switch, then this column is 0, means any column is 0 when I press this row, any column is 0, that means this switch, this row only, okay. And column we already know with using column check, so which row is pressing with we checking like that. If I press this row 0, means this all is 0 and this column also 0, that means this row only, okay. I hope you understand this one. So first time I is 0, suppose I press in row 0 any switch I press, that means column should be 0, like that. So after writing this data, I am checking column here. If column is also 0, means definitely this row, and that row I am returning here, okay. So now we get column and row. So now we are simply create one array. If you not understand, you comment me in your, okay, I will explain again, no problem. And what you can see here, okay, we are defining macro now. I am using macro, sorry, not macro, array here, okay. So unsigned character, this row I am using for R, column C, and this is my lookup table, like that. Sorry, array, it is 2D array, right? And I think you know about concept about 2D array. So for better understanding, I am writing like this. We are creating like this, okay. This should be capital. So this is my 0 index, this is 1, 2, this is 3, total have 4, right? So here starting with 4 is 5, 6, this would be B, like that. 7, 8, 9, C, 0 has, and D, done. Now after initialization LCD, now directly I will initialize LCD, okay. After column scan means any switch is pressed, now we need to require which switch is pressed. So for row we call row check, I think C is capital, okay. For column check, why it is showing red, okay, C is small only, fine. So now we know which row and which column is pressed, like that, okay. Here C is capital, fine. So now I am writing this care LCD, and here which row and which column is pressed, we need to print that, done. After that I'm using while one. That's it, our code is done. Now you can see here I'm starting, it is blinking here. Okay, after blinking, suppose this is 1 2 3 A, 4 5 6 B, this is 7. See here 7. After that my whenever press or not press, it doesn't matter because I writing that is in while one. So I hope you understand these things, and you can write these things like row column scan, again we are pressing, then which row, this all things in while one row. So whenever you press which, then it is printing in LCD like that. And again I am repeating what we are doing in these functions. Starting with init kpm. So init kpm means this total 16 pin is there, right? 4 row 4 column. So for row we giving all is 0, and for column we give 1. We need to give alternative, then only we understand like okay this switch is pressed like that. So that is the reason we are using here. IO directory means 0 and set means 1. Okay, after column scan, 4 pin like column in column, I am checking anyone is pressed or not. Any switch is pressed, column, any column should be 0. 0 means it is not 15, so it is while loop is column scan is finished here. Like that column scan, row check, I already explained these things. First we give 0 and then checking column is 0 or not, like less than 50 or not. After that like this I am checking. In another I is 1, so this 1 is coming here, 1 left shift 1, fine, and 1's complement of that, that means this all is 1 like this remaining all is 1 1 1 like that, 32 total. Okay, like that we are checking. So 1 0 1 1 1 like that. So we are checking if this is 0 then column 0 or not. Next time we are checking like this, and next time we are checking like this. Okay, these three we are doing here, right nipple. But one more thing, after writing these all things you need to again set this row 0. Okay, means after that again this all row is 0 like that. That is for right row check. And column check is very easy. Okay, we are just checking right, this is suppose this switch is pressed, it means this is definitely 0, so we are checking the read bit particular column. If this is 0 means break and returning that. So this is for column check like that. I hope you understand this video, and if you have any doubt you can comment me, I will try to explain you guys. Okay, thank you so much.